Hello, everybody, and welcome to this impromptu Dungeons and Dragons stream between our two chaotic selves, myself, Archaeist, Ian, and introduce yourself.
Urban Hangman. If you don't know me, I'm around.
He's around. We've done many streams together, including Barbarian's Gate.
Yes, unfortunately, tonight Barbarian's Gate has had to be cancelled. Unfortunately, Rhodes has a lot of studying to do, so we went in with the responsible adults and said, "Go study and don't play Baldur's Gate with us."
Yes.
So instead, we are going to be talking through random
Yeah, we're gonna be
really, Aaron.
Well, what did Aaron do on yours? I can only see what he does on mine.
First of all, thank you for the 200 bits. I'm going to say this now. Secondly, I've literally just started. I don't need to hydrate. I don't need to stretch and move. But one stretch. I should have to put a stretch.
Don't forget the hydration. Don't forget the hydration. That's the most important part.
Now, the question is, do I want orange Fanta, summer fruits Fanta, or orange squash?
Water. You must drink water.
Vodka. Unfortunately, Aaron, I am 6, nearly 7 years clean of alcohol.
Does non-alcoholic vodka exist? I can hear
Does
just
non-alcoholic...
Yeah. I can hear a Slavic person somewhere yelling at me. They just had an aneurysm.
Maybe. Somewhere in the world.
Blasphemy! Alright. So, we have a couple things planned for today. First things first, we are going to be talking through, and this will be Theater of the Mind. We're talking through a randomized dungeon using the random dungeon tables on Chapter 5 of the Dungeon Master's Guide. Turn to Chaos, hello! Welcome to the stream.
Oh, yeah. I should probably pull up, instead of having that, I should probably have Chatty open, so I can read your stream chat as well.
I only have, like, my phone and this, so I am stuck with what I got.
Yeah.
You'll have to narrate.
Yeah, I will narrate my chat, don't worry. Oh, look, there's an Aaron who's talking cat.
Alright, so we're gonna do that first. So this is gonna be all random Theater of the Mind D&D shenanigans today, talking about dungeon mastering and dungeoneering.
Yes. Like, I can really talk about dungeon masterings. I don't really do it that often, do I?
I mean, you literally have a Dungeons & Dragons stream where you dungeon master.
Twice. For 2 different groups.
Yes.
But that's besides the point.
I mean, I myself have been dungeon... Whoa! Hello, Aaron! What the hell?
Oh, it's Cinders. I'm very certain that's Cinders.
One of you has really bad internet. Yes, I know. Urban has really bad internet.
Yeah.
My chat section is currently emoji land.
Why is my internet really bad? Is it like struggling?
It's just kind of like buffering every so often.
Okay, the standard then for my streams.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because my bitrate is set too high for what I can actually handle.
Also, Urban, if you don't mind, I have my Dungeon Master dice ready and raring to go.
Like I don't have my dice as well?
I know.
Come on, we're doing D&D D&D talks.
We're doing
Do you
D&D.
not expect me to have my dice?
I got these for my birthday a couple years ago. They love me when I'm dungeon mastering. And Chaos has got his too. They love me when I'm dungeon mastering. They hate me when I'm playing. I counted my dice today. Not good. Ooh. Hey! Congrats to Chaos on the nat 20.
Eee.
Alright, I'm going to share my screen. Content warning, this is
no.
the Dungeon Master's Guide. 52 sets, impressive. Alright. Oh, yeah, alright, Indecisive DM just rolled a 7.
Let me roll my dice.
Solidly bad.
Right, which dice?
Okay.
Right, which dice do I roll? Do you want? I've got the flashy dice.
Got the flashy
my
dice.
red dice, blue dice. I can do both the red and the blue pearl. My critical role Vaxalia, Vaxodan dice. I've got the dice that Hannah gave me. That's Hannah Plays D&D on Twitch. If you haven't followed her, go follow her. And I've also got my dice that I got custom made for my cleric.
Both Chaos and Aaron say flashy.
Flashy dice. Right.
Flashy. I am going to stream.
That
stream
was a
the
6.
Dungeon Master's Guide. Yeah. Alright, can everyone see the Dungeon Master's Guide? Barney, hello! How are you, my friend? Can we see the Dungeon Master's Guide, or is it flipped for some strange reason? Alright, I am... oh.
It is flipped by the look of it.
Flipped, okay. Gotta love it. Technical difficulties. We'll manage through. Hang on, I'm unflipping it. Hey, I'm going in.
Sorry,
Right, I'm not sure
I'm currently
what happened here.
using.
Okay. Oh, and the sound is gone. Shit. I do not know. Okay, it says the sound is working. Urban, say something.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can you not hear me anymore? Have you forgot to add the voice chat?
No.
Did you forget to add your Discord
no,
audio?
I have. Okay, no, we're back. We're back. Okay, we now have the DMG.
Yes, I should probably get my DMG.
Chaos
open.
reminded you that you were supposed to say something.
I'm sorry, Chaos. I have let you down. How can I repay you? And no, I will not say the place where I live is a made-up land. If Tori comes in and asks for that as recompense, I will not say it.
All right, so okay. All right, so did you say the text was annoyingly small?
I haven't got your stream up anymore.
You haven't got my stream up.
Bad friend, I know.
Give me a sec. All right, so okay, why? All right, gotta love Adobe. Okay, give me a second. I'm back. We need to roll for dungeon location.
That's not too bad, although they can't actually see your face.
I know. They're gonna have to work with it for a second.
That's fair.
We'll bring it back after we do the rollies.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I will
Are we
roll
doing
first.
rollies to see who goes first? Okay,
All
you
right.
go.
All
You
right.
go
I'll go
first.
first for what the dungeon is. The dungeon locale. Starting the stream off well with a 2. With a 2.
Is that on a D100?
On no or oh wait no on a D100 I am an idiot. All right, 1 second.
I was going to say that's a D100, dude.
Yeah, no. I am a competent dungeon masters. You're gonna shoot me. All right, bye, Aaron. Thank you so much for coming.
Take care, Aaron.
Clickety clack. That's a 53. It's in a gorge.
Okay. So, we'll get my notepad up.
Gorge. I
Gorge.
got my post-it because that's a thing on the stream apparently.
Oh.
All right, we
got dungeon locale, but then we got exotic location.
We got exotic location. I basically treat this as like, how do you find it?
Right. How do we find this place?
All right, you want to do this one?
D20.
Flashy dice.
That is a number 8.
Number
so we
8.
are a castle or a structure at the bottom of a sinkhole. We find a gorge.
Or it could be a castle or a structure at the bottom of a sinkhole in a gorge. That's just too many holes.
That's too many plot holes, man.
No, that's just too many holes.
Castle at bottom of sinkhole in a gorge. Oh, that just about fits on. Why did I put an E on the end of bottom? I don't know.
You know,
okay,
you can actually wrap text in... hang on. Alright, castle at bottom of sinkhole. Alright, next we have dungeon creator.
Okay, that's your role.
That's me. That's me. Alright. Dungeon creator. That's another D20. Get my D20. That is a 13. Humans.
Oh, it's a human.
Humans.
Human dungeon.
Barney says there's no such things as a competent dungeon master. Okay, fine.
So it's created by humans, but what are these humans?
Well, we have a couple optional things.
Religious. NPC alignment, NPC class. I think we do that after. We just work our way through the rolling table. Because I think a cult to a religious group of humans might be a cool idea for them.
All right. So let us roll a. Oh wait, no, that's your roll. D20.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Demon.
Demon worship. So a human dungeon for a demon worshipping cult. Okay.
Demon worship. Yes. All right.
Delete your last message in.
I'm in the middle of doing it.
I need to set up for you the auto. I need to set up auto mod for you so it will catch those.
I thought we did.
Or teach you.
I thought we did. Pretty sure we did.
They've got. Anyway, they've been more clever.
All right. Well, that has been deleted.
Mo.
You could mod. Give me 1 second, Chaos. You could mod badly. I mean, you would still be a mod.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right. So how do I do that? Is it
/mod at turn to chaos? /mod at turn to chaos.
All right. 1 second. /mod.
So, Mobius in my chat has just come up with a really, really interesting statement.
And what is that?
It is beginning to sound like a research facility, a geo-research facility that suffered a mishap.
Are we going to do Dune? Or not Dune. Doom.
Doom. Barney, yes, apparently he is. Because he
Apparently I
doesn't have a
am. I
second
just
screen
I
to mod
just need I
himself.
just need a mod.
I need a mod.
A mishap
A
to be
mishap.
exact. Dr. Moby, yeah, a mishap to be exact. Yes.
Yes. So NPC alignment. Are these? No, I would say that, see, given they're demon worshipping, it's going to be some sort of evil.
Yeah, but I mean, do we need to do alignment, or can we just like?
I'm thinking we come back to that one in a bit.
We come back to that one in a bit. Why don't we do class next? I think is the next one. So we have NPC class. We have dungeon purpose, lawful good. Thank you, chaos. All right, so we have that.
Yes.
We have dungeon purpose, and we have dungeon history.
Yep. So I would say NPC
that's
class
it. Yeah.
come
So
back to.
NPC
Come
class.
back to NPC class.
All right. Yeah.
Figure out.
All right. Let's do dungeon purpose.
Okay.
I like the mishap idea, but let's see what we get on the random generator. We have 17. A temple or shrine.
They're demon worshippers, so makes sense.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. So,
okay.
It goes on to say that a temple or a shrine is the dungeon is connected to a deity or other planar entity. The entity's worshippers control the dungeon and conduct their rites there. So for this, I'm thinking you'll probably have clerics, like dark clerics, paladins. You're probably going to have a few wizards involved. And then you probably have like the odd fighters who are just like brought in. Warlocks, chaos are a brilliant shout.
Chaos makes a good point with the warlock. Yep.
So yeah, that's interesting.
Although we could still do the mishap idea technically.
Yes, it could be a research facility that had a mishap which connected it to this the demon's like demiplane,
or like the layer of the abyss that they're on.
Yeah. Dungeon history, right? Flashy dice is gone because it rolled on that one, so we're on to Hannah's.
Hannah's dice. Shout out to Hannah Plays D&D, or Hannah Plays D&D's dice, which rolled a crit on me one time.
It rolled a crit on you, and guess what I just rolled?
Oh god, nat 20?
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Abandoned by creators.
No. Okay, that makes more sense, right? So,
and where's my eraser? Because I apparently can't spell.
Now we absolutely have to throw an artificer into the mix. Mo, I kind of get the idea behind it. Give me some more details.
Could have summoned a demon and it killed them. Yes.
Summoned a demon and killed them, or in the same frame of mind, summoned it, contained it, but the like demons like fanatics came and released it.
All right, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Just 1 second.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm back. All right, and now I'm flipped again. What the? Hang on. Hi, cat. How are you? Let me reflip. Nope, that's the wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Right way.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So, did you? Why did you flip yourself vertically?
I hit the wrong button. They're right next to each other.
So, Mo has come out with. We definitely need to have an artificer in the mix. Probably the ex-head researcher that got whammied by the portal opening, possibly acting as the demon's host or conduit.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Barney says corruption aura. Declared Sugar says ha 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 to me flipping, and then Chaos says I was
Sugar.
Australian. I Declared Sugar.
No, no, he's definitely not Australian. He's not a convict. Sorry, that's a really bad joke. I shouldn't make that.
Yeah, no, a couple of my followers are Australian, and I fully expect to be reminded of this moment in the stream later.
You're welcome. You love it, really.
Do I?
No, but you don't get a choice anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't get a choice. I don't get a choice in the matter. Man, I love you guys so much. You are the best friends.
So I guess, what would the alignment of this dungeon be now?
Hang on, I'm also making Declared Sugar a mod because they asked for that
they know
and we
Twitch.
discussed it. Just making sure.
Oh, you got Doritos.
Declared. Declared Sugar.
Chaos. I can understand it being lawful good to start with.
Barney, you weren't in when I was looking for a mod, so
He was just he just posted after Chaos.
All right, you know what? Because I like you, and you're in my streams a lot, I'm gonna do it because I can.
It is your stream. Oh gosh.
Wait, how many mods can I have?
Why? Oh, it's Aaron. You can have as many mods as you want.
Oh, really? All right, then yeah, you can be a mod. I trust you. I think.
Yeah, there's no limit to mods. When you get affiliate, you get VIP slots. So I can have like 20 VIPs in my stream.
Oh.
Maybe 30.
Oh,
which are basically
got Doritos.
So Twitch VIPs, because you're new to streaming, are people who have almost the same power as moderators. Like they get to bypass sub-only chat, they bypass emote-only chat, follower-only chat, like anything that tries to lock people away.
Oh, okay. Quick
they
thing.
Bypass all of that.
First time chat, lone fellow, evening. Hello, thank you for following when I was not on the air.
Welcome in, lone fellow. So
we are making a random ass dungeon for D&D.
Yes. So going over what we've got right now, we've got a castle at the bottom of a sinkhole that's found within a gorge.
Yes.
And it was a human dungeon. Yeah, I'm just going to read it off. It was a human dungeon, and it's currently owned by a demon worshipping cult. Some sort of temple or shrine, and it was abandoned by its original creators. And I'm throwing in the word original there because it makes more sense.
It was Mobius, I believe, who suggested some sort of mishap.
Some sort of mishap, or yeah.
And yeah, Lone Fellow was sent here by Anna the Archaeologist, who is a good friend of mine, so I will shout her out.
Indeed. Anna is amazing. I have raided her before, I believe.
I think you raided into me and I raided into her, or was that someone else?
I've raided into you and raided into her. I think I've also raided into her on your recommendation before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go follow Anna. She's amazing. She's also an archaeologist, as you can tell by
Yeah.
her username.
Is she really?
Yes,
Is
she
she really
is.
an archaeologist?
She really is an
I would never.
archaeologist.
Honestly, I would have never guessed.
She actually has a lot more field experience than me.
Fair, but so anyway, castle at the bottom of a sinkhole in a gorge, right?
That used to belong to a bunch of demon worshippers who are no longer there.
Yeah. No, there's a human dungeon. So it's a demon worshipping cult. It was a former human dungeon.
But it's now
So
is again.
I'm going to clarify this a bit better from how it goes in my mind, and you say if you agree with that.
Okay.
So it's a old human research post now controlled by a So it's an old human research post / station that's now controlled by a demon worshipping cult, who have converted parts into a shrine.
Okay.
So that's what I've got.
So
what would the mishap be?
I'm thinking a couple ideas. We have a bunch of wizards who are studying the planes. They're trying to break through into other planes, and they break into the abyss.
Yep. So we got planar wizards. I'm calling them planar wizards. They're not really planar wizards, but yeah, they break into the abyss. Which demon would it be?
Oh, why don't we pull up the great lore of Dungeons and Dragons cosmology? I mean, because we have so many demons we can use.
Where is that? That's
DnD. Just going into Chrome here.
Yeah.
Demon Lords. Demon Lord, Forgotten Realms Wiki. Wiki. Alright. So we have
Demon Lords.
Okay, let's look at the Demon Princes.
That makes more.
Right, so for Demon Princes, we have Demogorgon.
Ooh,
Orcus.
I can't load.
We have Grazd. We have Baphomet. Yenogu. Jubilex. Raz Urblu.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a bunch of consonants, right? One after the other. And Malkinthet and Zuktmoy. So we have Two-Headed Monkey Man. We have Undead Lord. Chaos says we can also choose Dave.
Dave the Demon, yeah, we could.
We could.
Although I think Pete is more demonic than Dave.
They're one layer lower in the abyss. We have Grazd, which is the hot one, apparently.
I would probably go with.
Barney also says wine? ?
Ooh, that's a good idea, Mo. It takes away from your wizard's theory. But Mo comes up with the shrine was always there. But they basically tunneled into it.
Okay.
So basically, the research team was like expanding, looking for something, and they tunneled into the shrine, releasing the effects of it. I don't know.
It's possible.
With the equipment used, destabilizing a dormant portal.
I mean, we could go more artificer at that point.
Say again, sorry.
We can go more artificer at that point. We can maybe say like this castle like got reoccupied by these artificers who are turning it into a lab.
And as part of the construction, and yeah, as part of the construction efforts, accidentally reactivated a portal to the abyss.
Yeah, we can say like the locals after the cult was moved out for whatever reason. They
Yeah.
like bricked up this cellar where the shrine was. And when the artificers were going through, they knocked down the wall, found the shrine, and let something out.
Yeah, that could definitely work. For anyone who's just joining us, we are building a random dungeon, and just spitballing ideas with chat about like using the DMG's like rolling tables for dungeons. Just basically like this is what we've got, like randomly generated for us, and we're basically trying to flesh it out further.
Also, who here is excited for Town RP? I'm excited for Town RP. Later, when my shoutout cooldown goes down a bit, I'm going to shout out TTRPG Toria, who's doing an expansion to her roleplay on her Discord. So check it out.
Good thing I don't have a shout out cooldown. I'll just shout Tori out now. So yeah,
hey,
we
let
hang out
me see
on.
this time.
It should be. It's only like 10 minutes. So yeah, both me and Ian hang out on TTRPG Toria's Discord server. And basically we do like text-based roleplay together. Yeah. As like a whole server. It started out as just a tavern, and oh my god, has it grown.
Oh yeah.
We have an entire world now that we are in.
I wrote an entire region for based on my original guide.
I wrote snippets for 2 regions. Like I named 2 regions basically. Because I named Arvskir and Fucket Run, which has been renamed since.
And Barney also wrote a region. Did you do Tundra or Arctic? I can't remember.
I think you did Arctic, didn't you, Barney? Because if you did Tundra, that was Arvskir. And I might be taking credit for your work. But I know I did some stuff for Arvskir.
I did the okay, he Arctic, did Arctic, yeah. Yeah, because I did the Westlands, which I did kind of like weird sort of like Wizards meets Terry Pratchett's Discworlds meets Game of Thrones meets like European feudalism.
In that case, seeing as we're talking about this, World Adventure.
What are you doing, cat? Hi.
And this is the world that we created.
You can see it on his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, up here at the very top is the Arctic, which Barney worked on. And then, if I remember correctly,
pull this up.
Go into Discord, get the image from the channel, and then click open in browser.
Which
It
channel is
should
it?
work.
Oh, World of Ventra. World of
World
Ventra.
of
Oh, there we go.
So at the very top of the world, we have the Arctic, and I'm going to go clockwise round. From there, it's I've got to remember what it is now. The temperate area, which is the Eastern Fractures, I think, or is that the waste? No, that's the Westlands.
All right. So yeah, we like the Westlands are over here. It's all like you got a giant bay. It's all mountains and hills and rivers and islands.
Yeah. So Arctic, Westlands, Eastern Fractures.
So yeah, Eastern Fractures are over here. We got Arctic over here, Tundra over here. We got what was yours? The tropics over here. Fuckhead Run is what it was.
Fuck it runs down at the bottom. Yeah, I think it's been renamed though to Panaket.
Anakat. Okay, and then we have the desert over here, which is now Kara, which Grey Cartographer mostly made. And apparently my wizard is banned from.
You're banned?
Oh yeah.
Because guess where my new tavern character's from?
Oh, okay. You might not think very good of my character then, because I'm still using Randolph.
It's fine. My character is a thief and scoundrel.
All right.
He wasn't particularly best liked over there. If my lore for him is going to go how.
Okay. Yep, you don't need to see that.
But yeah. That's basically what we're talking about right now, is when we talk about like town RP. Because we're in the Eastern Fractures, which is the left-hand side of the map, right? In the middle?
Oh, that's way on the right. That's way on the right.
Right.
Left-hand side in the middle is mine. That's Westlands.
Westlands is there.
Yeah.
Eastern Fractures, that is... Is that the, like, mountainy bit? On the left.
Ronnie is still using Flit/Vonmir. I am so happy, because he and Randolph had a little, like, banter, like a little friendship going on there. Yeah.
Oh, Mo, that's very thought-provoking.
What?
The sinkhole for this dungeon that we're writing.
The sinkhole.
Writing.
Writing.
Is the effect of a massive chunk of subterranean, of like earth being shunted into the abyss. I can't figure out how that would work.
I think we're overcomplicating the mix here. I mean, I think we had a gorge with a sinkhole and a castle.
Yeah. Gorge, sinkhole, castle with a sinkhole in a gorge.
In a gorge.
It's an old human research station that's now controlled by a demon-worshipping cult who have converted parts into a shrine. I think that works better as like overall lore. We need to figure out what sort of things you'd put in this. So I'm thinking you'd have like old castle traps and like trap doors. You'd probably have like dart traps and stuff like that.
Right. One thing I'm thinking of. So it was abandoned by the original cult. Whatever demon this connects to has driven the researchers mad and convinced it to worship it. And convinced them to worship
it. Yeah, I agree. That is scary as all hell.
Yeah. This is what I do. My themes when I'm DMing, it's comedy and horror. I'm gonna scare your pants off, but you're gonna be laughing while I'm doing it.
To that extent, I would probably take. Is it Curse of Strahd? No, it's VTM. Has a sanity system, and I'd implement that into this.
You could,
where
yes. The DMG does the
yeah,
same thing too.
yeah, like running
Yeah.
a sanity system for running through here might be a really interesting thing, because the more you're in there, the more likely you are to succumb to the effects and the will of this demon.
Thank you, Barney. I tried, but yeah. No.
So yeah, that's always something. Definitely, there's going to be a load of hidden passages. There's got to be. It's a castle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, if you've ever played Minecraft with Ian, you know that his castles are deadly.
Hey, I always say in my Minecraft streams, if someone's not falling to their death every 5 seconds, it's not one of my creations.
Yeah, true.
Declared
We have
Sugar says, "Yep."
definitely died. Yeah, Ian doesn't know what a staircase is. It's just a drop.
Oh no, I have staircases. They're just extremely well hidden, or just in a very
Anyway,
convoluted place. But yes,
what the hell is that word?
I don't
Mo?
know. I can't see the word.
FTHAGN.
Sounds like an amazing Minecraft server. Yeah, I'm working on building a new castle in somebody else's server.
Oh, Cthulhu Fitaglawa. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's just doing. Yeah, he's just doing. I would do that if we were doing old gods, like
I don't know
Eldritch
that.
Horror stuff.
Yeah, I think
we have
old
decided.
gods are definitely.
Yeah, we have decided. Demons.
It is definitely demon related.
And
For
Chaos
certain.
says, well, if you can't survive the fall, then you wouldn't survive a fall down the stairs.
That is true.
Oh man.
Here's a question for you. What's your favorite magical trap that you ever used?
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm always a fan of anything with riddles.
Hmm?
But if you do anything above like a 3rd grade riddle, they're going to be spending like 2 hours on it.
So,
So
I had a player or a group of players who were overly paranoid about traps.
yeah.
So they went into our house. It was trapped, but they went in and was like immediately checking. They had nothing to suspect traps are going to be there, but they just went in checking for traps.
Yep.
So I threw in a teleportation trap that teleports you from one trap onto another.
Jeez,
So
that is cruel.
It happened to be that my players had already disarmed the trap they were landing on.
Yep.
But it was basically they split up to go around this house, and I basically the ones that went in the back of the house, to get them all back together, I teleported them all to the front of the house with everybody else. So it was very much like it's slightly a dick move to do it, but the trap itself was more of a like noxious gas one. Yeah, Mo, you know the house. Mo's one of my players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were in here for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, they know. They went in with paranoia at 11. They didn't need to because the traps weren't that hard. But the reason I teleported them onto the trap was because they failed the disarm.
Yeah.
Like, if they triggered it, it'd have teleported them somewhere different. But because it was the disarm that failed, they crit failed on it.
Mm.
It just made so much more sense for them to teleport onto another trap. And I know afterwards they came out, like there was people, I got commended for it because it was such like a what the frick moment that they would actually plan that
Yeah.
as like an option.
You you know, so typically what I do is because I do like to reward players for using their abilities, so oftentimes they do end up finding traps. And a lot of the ones that I use the most often are like variations on like the magic statue, breathing various types of damage. I'll either do that as a statue or like a tile or a painting or a floorboard or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there was like this group that was like trying to set a bomb off below a city. This is in Afterfall, the setting that I'm going to be running with you and a few others for an actual play on here at some point in the future. We're still working on it.
Yes.
But yeah, so they go into the sewers, and this group is like laid glyphs of warding all over the place. So it's like they have a map. They're going through. They're deactivating glyphs of warding, and they reach the final one. And I had made the mistake of there's a cleric in the party, and I have the river of poop water next to the passage.
Okay.
This is in a sewer.
Okay, makes sense now.
Yeah, no, they're in the sewer. They have the river of poop water. They're like right at like the area where you have like a little service junction, and like the bomb is there, the bad guy's there, the bad guy's henchmen are there. They're all talking, and they're waiting for these bombs to go off, or like the glyphs of warding to like know because they know the party's coming, and they're all whispering like hey, have you heard anything? I haven't heard anything yet. There was like a boom when they like activated the gunpowder that was set up at the entrance grate, but that was the only non-magical trap that they missed.
Yeah.
And so it's like they heard nothing else after that. So they know they're there, they just don't know where they are and if they're coming. And so it's like they're right there. Deactivating the glyph of warding would cause a lot of noise, so the cleric's like, I cast water walking on everyone.
No, they don't.
They walk on the thick, stinky poop water, succeed on the stealth, go around the glyph of warding area, and then they cast a combination of silence, because one of the guys was a wizard, and sleep, immediately knocking out the weakest henchman.
Nice.
And so now the guy is trying to monologue because he's like a mid-level bad guy, but he can't because it's silenced. So they avoided the trap. I couldn't monologue with the guy. It's just immediately roll initiative.
Yeah, I love that. Like, the other thing I've done with my players is same group of players. I had them in a room doing a combat.
They're genius,
and there was
friends.
literally
yeah, me too, Barney.
Yeah. Oh no, that would frighten me as well as DM.
I love my players. I do. They're a joy to DM for.
But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, like
Sorry.
these same players, we put them into a room with like 3 combatants and the shadow demon.
Yeah.
Although the shadow demon had no physical form, so it couldn't act in any like attack mentality, but it could like cast healing and like deal with healing for its worshippers and stuff like that. So it was basically there as my balancing thing, because my players at the time, they had a very, very much high damage output.
Yep.
They could deal a lot of damage very quickly. So I went with well, if they can deal a lot of damage, I'm going to give the last turn in every round of combat to the demon to potentially do something. Though it would be like casting darkness or healing. Turns out I only ever use it to heal once because it rolled stupidly high on its healing roll and almost entirely healed the enemies and like reset them to 0 damage. And it's like, you're nearly dead. Let's try this again. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I gave him a monologue at the end, and this is the same demon I used in both my games because I was running same world at the time. I gave him the same monologue, and one of my players in the other campaign just walked off before the monologue. So I just had to deafen them. I had to deafen them for the entire thing because they're not meant to know what he says.
Yeah.
And I spent like an hour.
This is why I'm a fan of just doors randomly having arcane lock.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Oh no, the door
lock.
closes and it's an arcane lock.
The worst thing though, Mo, you'll remember this one. When is a window, not a door? Basically, I'd put because I use Foundry, I use doors to signify like windows that can be opened. On the map.
Yeah.
Mo remembers. I stupidly put a window right next to a secret door. And I got asked about the door, and they accidentally pinged the secret door. And I was like, you shouldn't be able to see that, instead of being like, there's nothing there.
You didn't see the man. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
The worst part about this, though, was they actually meant the window. They just mispinged.
That is great. That is great.
I'm just like, I was traumatized after that. It did end up as one of my TikTok clips. It's still up on my TikTok, I believe. It's one of the few that didn't get muted.
Yeah.
Exclamation point TikTok in my chat if you want to know what my TikToks are and my latest video. Otherwise,
what are you doing under there? You got a scratch post over there.
Is your cat trying to ruin your accommodation?
No, he's just using everything but the scratch post. It's cats, you know.
Yeah.
All right, now he wants pats. All right, fine. I'm so sorry.
It's like Barney would like to see Cato. Right.
I would love to show you Cat, but this one does not like to be picked up.
Well,
I guess this,
Barney,
come over here.
I'm sorry.
I guess this, come over here. Come over here. Yeah, that's it. Come over here. Come over here. There we go. There's Cat.
There's Cat. Where's Cat?
There's Cat in my camera.
Cat. Yeah, no, I'm waiting for your stream delay. Okay. Cato.
Cato,
yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the dog today.
The tiny cat is somewhere else. I think he's taking a nap on the couch. Somehow the tiny cat manages to take up an entire couch.
Yep.
A cat gotta do what a cat gotta do. This is correct, yeah.
Love the cat streams, yes. Anyway.
All of my streams are a cat stream. I have yet to have a stream where at least one of my cats doesn't photobomb it.
That's great. My dog tries to photobomb it, but they're a bit too big to get onto the desk.
Oh, and an Archaeist and a Hangman are there too.
Wow, Chaos. Thanks. I feel so appreciated.
Yeah, no, I am an accessory to my cat's stream, yes.
So yeah. I guess we should probably get back to this dungeon.
So, yeah, for the dungeon, are we doing like a 5-room setup, or what do we want to do?
What does chat want us to do? That's the question. Like,
what kind of dungeon setup?
Yeah. How many rooms should we do? Any number between 1 and 6.
Chaos says 100, and I am refusing to acknowledge it.
I am not acknowledging that comment because I hadn't finished my clarification. I'm going to take the sum of that number, Barney, as the number you want, because it's between 1 and 6 rooms.
42, meaning of life. 4 plus 2 is 6. We are going with that. I am not doing 5.5 rooms. What is a half of a room? Is that just
a corridor?
Okay. No, that's just a corridor.
Exactly, it's half a room.
0.1 of a room?
What? Okay, Mo has just said 1, but it's non-Euclidean. Well,
I would firmly like to request an integer as the number of rooms. No decimals, no fractions. Whole fucking numbers.
Never change.
Whole numbers.
Never change.
Please.
If you change whole numbers, in that case, what we'll say is
pi is not a whole number.
Fine, rational whole numbers. Because pi is irrational.
It's also not a whole number. 3.14.
It's a whole number if you round it.
I am.
Infinity is not rational. N is also not rational.
Don't make me come over there.
Barney, chaos. Be warned, power is easily removed. Okay, Mowbray says roll a d6 and we have a 2. 2-room dungeon.
But this is a castle.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know you're not rational, Barney, and chaos. Never change.
Okay.
Never change.
My d6 says 6.
Alright, why don't we split the difference and say 4?
4-room. At that point, though, why don't we just do a 5-room?
Alright, we'll just do a 5-room dungeon. This is the question I asked
before.
If
we're doing a 5-room, why don't we just do a 6-room dungeon?
I will find a way to England and I will find you.
It's not that hard. There's not that many people here.
In the mythical land of the Midlands?
No, just in the Midlands. They're not mythical.
Story would beg to differ.
Yeah, but we all know Tori. She's southern.
Eh.
They're weird down there.
Chaos says the 0.5 is a garden.
The 0.5 is the garden at the entrance.
Dr. Mobius says, Jesus H. Christ, this is God, please. Welcome to literally any of our streams.
It's fine. They're not rioting yet.
They're not rioting.
Yet.
Or
Don't forget the clarification.
Yet.
So yeah. Yeah, go with the 4-room.
Alright, we're gonna go. Yes, yet being the key word.
Barney, do you know how to spell your brother's gamer like Twitch name? Because you've missed all the underscores.
Wait, don't you have dyslexia?
No.
No, not you. I meant.
It's also not that hard to put an @ and then just autocomplete. But anyway,
You know what? We're just gonna go with it. Don't bully my chat. They did nothing wrong
I'm
except
sorry.
offer
I'm
non-whole
sorry,
numbers
Barney.
and irrational numbers.
Right. Anyway,
They both are dyslexic. See, I knew this. I didn't forget. Guys.
yeah, whoever named dyslexia really fucking sucks.
Yeah. What's that also? The fear of long words?
That's a really long word.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm looking it up. Of long words. Hippopotamonstrosa dahliaphobia.
Yep.
Whoever names these.
Scientists suck. Scientists really freaking suck.
Dyspraxia, what's that?
Dyspraxia, I don't know, but I know dyscalculia is numbers.
All right, hang on.
Dyslexia is letters.
I'm gonna put it in chat. Dr. Mobius is like, what? Yeah, sorry.
The fear of long words is a stupidly long word. And yes, that's a genuine fear that people have, is of long words.
That's the fear of long words. All right, so what was apraxia then? Yes, that other one is the longest word in the English language. I am not going to try and say that because I value my
lung
sanity.
disease. Turn to chaos. That's lung disease as a result of silica dust, if I remember correctly.
Chaos wants me to say that word. Okay.
Chaos, chuck it in my chat just so I can see it. Or Mo, can you copy it over?
Pneumono ultra microscopic coniosis?
Canoiosis.
Canoiosis. Sounds like a character in Star Wars.
Yeah. I remember watching a TikTok of it. It was a Steve Harvey one. Where he's got a kid on who's doing like spelling bee stuff, and the kid, from just hearing that word, can spell it letter for letter. And this kid is like no more than like 7 years old.
Impressive.
And I'm just like, the hell is that? Turn to chaos. Thank you for the follow.
Remember, follow the other people if you're not already.
Yes, do follow people. I am currently 8 followers from 400.
I'm currently 16 from 50.
In other words, everyone go follow Ian. You had Archaeist. I know I'm a grey person. I'm like, I like hide away all the time, but am I really that forgettable?
Chaos, that's not meaning follow in a stalking sense.
Wait, what? How do I remove a follower? How do I go and remove a follower? I don't want to be stalked, Chaos.
It's fine. He will just sit there, lurking in the Twitch chat.
No, don't do that. I'm joking. It's all jokes. Right. So, 4-room dungeon?
4-room dungeon, I think.
Okay. So, I'm assuming we're doing this in like the cellar.
Well, the cellar would be like the final room.
I was more thinking of the dungeon starts in the cellar and expands into it.
Oh, okay, like bricked off rooms, whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So room numero 1. I'm assuming that's just going to be the cellar.
That would be the cellar, yeah. Go into the castle. Everything's gone to hell in a handbasket. And
Yeah.
yeah. You can probably just do like some world building stuff like, oh, you're in the castle, everyone's dead. Carnage. Yada yada.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the cellar. What would you have in the cellar? I'm assuming there'd be definitely stone pillars holding it up.
I would say probably like long unused, yes, Barney, things of wine. But like places you would put the wine barrels, but they're not there anymore, considering it was like just
Wine racks.
Ooh, we can have like
Yep.
wine racks. We can have wine racks and like butts of
Hmm.
wine. But it all seems
Yeah.
like they've just spontaneously uncorked themselves, and there's wine all over the floor.
Wine racks. Spontaneous.
A little bit of magic and creepiness, like a Ghostbusters type thing, right? Making it creepy and uncanny.
Okay. So yeah, we've got stone. It's going to be like, I'm going to go with like the pillars are cracked.
And
Would this add extra creepiness to it as you walk in? Like step down, torches along the side of the walls just light. Like, think like automatic lighting, but you don't expect it. You go down with a torch and then suddenly you don't light anything. It just each torch just springs to life with fire. But it
we
basically follows you down and through.
oh, like the room you're
So
in spontaneously lights up.
think like you've seen like the scary movies where like in like an old hospital and basically all the lights are on sensors and it only lights up the light that you're under. So it's darkness behind you and darkness in front of you. And you're just in a light source.
Okay, we can do that. Like when you're in the
That probably
room.
work. Either I would say it's probably in a corridor better than in the room for that.
I mean, we can do it in the room because what I was gonna suggest is you have the broken wall, and behind the wall is just a dark staircase going.
I'm flavoring that as like a dark staircase leading into nothingness. Actually, I'm gonna go with dark spiral staircase.
No, 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 no. You want to look down and see? Oh shit, that's like really long.
Okay, yeah. I can
Yeah,
get behind that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the room 1. Room 2 is then going to be the staircase itself, and like the entrance hall at the bottom,
Okay, yeah.
or staircase and corridor probably is the better way of putting it.
Well, yeah. The staircase is basically a corridor. Apparently, Barney and Chaos are
What?
planning to kill off Oryx. Apparently,
It, not Oryx
not Oryx or wine.
or wine. Are you pouring one out for him, or you want him to pour you wine?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. Totally.
So I dropped my foot.
Okay. Arnie says yes to both.
Yes to both. Got it. Okay. So, we got the staircase and corridor. For
First.
that, I think that's where we put in our like creepy stuff.
All right, so we don't do the lighting for the cellar. We just have it on the staircase. I mean, the other thing is if we just leave the staircase unlit, that forces them to either use dark vision or torches, and it's going to accomplish the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So say again. Sorry. Mo whispered me on Twitch, and I was like, "What?"
So we would want this if we're gonna go the creepy route. Like we can use like oppressive darkness as like a theme.
Yeah.
So if we just leave everything unlit and just have like these big rooms and long stretches, it's gonna force them to be strategic with light sources, and just be like, oh, like half of this is in the dark, no matter what we do.
Do you know what I like the idea of? The last bit of light is coming from a broken part of the ceiling where the light from the top of the gorge is just filtering down, and it lights like a singular pillar along the stairs, and that's it. Like a singular, like 5 foot by 5 foot square is all that's lit up in this entire area.
Oh, so like there's a hole in the ceiling of the cellar, and there's like a bit of crumbled castle above it.
A bit of crumbled castle above it, so you can look out and see it. Like you can look up and see out, and see like the imposing like castle, like ravens circling the like the turrets on the castle.
Well, the cellar would be under the castle, so you wouldn't realistically be able to look up and see it.
Oh yeah,
you would see like stone, and that would be about it. You'd see stone and sun. You can do like the ravens circling. You can do the ravens circling and whatever else, like as they're walking up and through. That would just be exposition.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, ignore me.
No. It's a good idea. We just gotta like play around, make it work.
Barney, thank you for the follow. So yeah, right. So things for this staircase, like like darkness.
Yep. Dark.
I'm tempted to also throw in a darkness trap. So, along the lines of, if they trigger it, even those with dark vision can't see.
Like this. How evil do we want to be?
I'm thinking it triggers near the middle of the staircase.
Or like as they're going into the entry hall. So they've had this entire staircase to build up tension.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like they're bringing all these light sources in, then suddenly they trigger a darkness trap.
No,
and they just can't see.
Here's what I was asking. We can do a darkness trap. But how evil do we want to be? Chaos wants me to be lawful good, but I'm leaving this decision up to my co-conspirator.
I'm an inherently evil DM when it comes to stuff like this, so neutral. Do we go neutral and you play the lawful good.
Oh,
I'll play
that's
the
no
truly
fun.
evil.
Lawful good DM's no fun. I at the very least like chaotic neutral.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we're somewhere we need to be chaotic neutral then.
I guess.
This needs to be utter chaos.
All right. Well, this is like also a demon dungeon, so it needs to be like, ah, shit, why?
Yeah, lawful
So
good doesn't really work. Tell you what,
okay.
chaos. I tell you what, chaos. We'll make a lawful good one next. If we've got time, we'll make a lawful good one.
Yep.
How does that sound? So we'll go chaotic neutral or chaotic evil for
Chaos
this
is
one.
yay. Chaos is yay. And he also says place it in a garden. All right, fine. We'll do a garden.
Right. We're making a Garden of Eden. We're making the Garden of Eden. Got it.
We'll figure that out.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, darkness trap. Whereabouts are we put in this darkness trap?
So I'm thinking like just like you're like, just as you're getting to the end of the staircase and you're going in this like monumental entry hall, you get to the last step of the staircase and you have the breath of hope that the environment changes. And then you step on a plate, darkness.
Yep.
So,
So it's going to be like a plate trap.
and just yeah, have it like it has like a bit of a wind up. You hear gears and everything else, and then just kind of like a whirring of magic. Just something overly complex and drawn out. And have it really be echoey.
And yeah, I would say for that trap itself, what DC will be set for being, first of all, discovered, and second of all, I guess discovery of it's not, but to disarm it. If it's an overly complex mechanism, that leads me to think like a higher DC to disarm it.
Well, think about it. The more complex it is, the more parts there are to break.
That is also true, yeah.
So Chaos says first step for the rest of the stairs, and then the last step for the entire next. Oh, so 2 darkness traps?
I don't want to. Thing is, though, if they trigger the first one or find the first one, they're going to start looking for other traps.
Well, here's a thing.
So I think
here's a thing
Go on.
too. We can have repeat darkness traps. Make them different triggers, and then one of the darkness traps towards the end is maddening.
Yeah, there's also the idea of doing a blindness trap. And like completely ruining their idea of sight for a little bit. And like it only triggers on one person, but that person has got to rely on the rest of the party to guide them for a while. Like putting some sort of blindness trap at some point instead of a darkness trap would be a cool one.
Instead of
But
or
that's going to
mixed
come
in
later.
with.
Mixed in with.
I'd say do the darkness first as just kind of like
Yes.
a palate cleanser. Just a little bit of freak out.
The blindness for me was I was going to come in like room maybe 3, maybe 4. Actually, no, 4 would be like your final room.
Or yeah.
Room 3
So,
probably would be the blindness one. As like there's some sort of task in the third room, but at the but someone triggers a blindness trap. I'm generally thinking that the trap itself is magic triggered by touching the door handle.
I like it.
So,
Oh,
anyway, going back to this.
Worst comes to worst too. The maddened humans are in room 3.
Yes.
All right. So we have that. We have a bit of danger.
What sort of DC would you set for it to be disarmed? I'm
Uh,
thinking between a
the
15
darkness
and
one or the
18.
blindness.
Darkness.
Darkness because it's mechanical and magic. I would say disarm. I'd
I'm
probably
thinking like
14
I'm
maybe.
thinking I was gonna say it's somewhere around the 15 mark. Um, and for me, I do varying degrees of success as well. So, my thing, the way whenever I play D&D, I do varying success where you get +5, -5,
Oh yeah.
as additional thresholds. So I would say 15, and if you roll a 10, like you've like seriously failed it. You've not nat wonned it, but you've like failed to an extent where maybe it doesn't dissipate ever.
Okay.
So if you like you trigger it as on a fail you trigger it. On a on like a really bad fail you trigger it and break the mechanism that's designed to keep it like to remove the effect after a period of time.
Right.
So the darkness is permanent magical darkness there now until it's dispelled. And then with a +5, maybe it's like you figure out the mechanism and it links to another trap somewhere. And like gives you some insight into where the next trap is.
Okay. I like it.
But that's how I would run it. But that's how I run my games. But I just set like a base DC for now as like 15 or 14. I'll go with 14. It's the first trap they're going to come across. So room 3 is the next room they come across.
So then the door handle. So when they're crossing in, it's turning it. I'd basically treat it as like a glyph warding that has blindness cast on
Yeah,
it. So that way there's no
yeah.
real way to disarm it except for dispel magic.
So this is a glyph of warding on the door with blindness, so it can't be disarmed. It's just going to happen to someone, but it only triggers once.
Oh yeah, if it's a glyph of warding, it triggers once, and then when the spell's over.
Yeah. As you step into the middle of the room, you hear the sounds of a large clockwork whirring. Large clockwork whirring to life as the entire room starts to descend faster and faster into an inky void, changing directly and seemingly at random.
Also, we should have like the sounds of people moving around and screaming and like laughing.
That would be like a general thing for it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about while they're walking down the corridors? For like room 2 itself. There is like muffled from down the. So there's muffled laughter from down the corridor, but like they can hear knocking in the walls
That also works.
as well. So like as they walk down, they can hear the knocking on the stonework.
Yeah, we want to be careful though. We don't want to overdo it in each of them because we risk crossing
Yeah.
from horror to silliness.
This is why I'm thinking like the muffled laughter from down the corridor. They can never reach the laughter.
Okay, yeah.
Is the way I'm getting at. It's always further down this corridor, and this corridor appears to be never ending because it's an illusion.
Are you talking about room 2?
Room 2, yeah.
Oh, so they all right. So they gotta like succeed against seeing this.
I wouldn't even say that. It's Like, I'm more thinking like a never-ending corridor. There's only ever 2 rooms, but you can just keep walking and walking and walking down this corridor, and you'll never actually reach the end. Like some sort of like demi-plane demon playing tricks on you, sort of magic.
Okay, so how would they get to the end?
So the rooms are off the sides, and you keep walking past the doors,
Oh,
but you
okay.
don't realize it's the same door that you keep walking past. You just think it's an indefinitely. Think like when you place 2 mirrors facing each other and you look at it, you could
Oh,
see
yeah.
indefinitely like that.
And for some reason, because of the illusion, they're literally just.
They're walking back and forth / walking around in circles. It's a little bit complex for this, I think, but that will be like a cool idea to chuck into some of the dungeons.
Yeah,
Uh,
keep that for now. That might be a bit much for this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so room 3. What are we calling this room? We're going off the left or the right
Well,
of the corridor?
I'm thinking this just kind of like straight line. We only got 4.
Straight line. Okay. Okay. What's in this room then? We've got the glyph of warding on the door for blindness. I'm thinking some sort of like trust exercise.
Well,
Whereby
we already have blindness, and we already have, so we can chuck in some mad researchers for a combat
so the
encounter.
blindness, yeah, I've got the blindness on the door to this room.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this room itself should be like some sort of like trust exercise to get this person through if they're blind. So like a maze or something where there's like pitfall traps and stuff like that. Or not pitfalls, but like pits and like stuff that they've got to navigate through without like falling in. Think I don't know if you saw the Critical Role episode of it for campaign 3, where Matt basically got some of the cast blindfolded and had 2 other cast members directing them along a map with their mini. That's what I'm kind of going with this idea of like the blindness.
Because this is a relatively small dungeon.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think for this room? I definitely want the person to be blinded in this room.
Chaos says,
Chaos. This is not the lawful good one yet.
or they've got
Light at the end of the tunnel.
they've got underdark plants in here that have all withered and wilted away. And the mad researchers who are still tending to. And you have a choice of playing into the researchers' delusions, or trying to break them and cause.
So wilted plants from the Underdark. Still tending the plants.
See, I listen to my chat. Mostly.
So, yes, we are adding a garden for you, Chaos, but it's a corrupt, horrible garden.
Yes, it's horrifying.
So, and then basically, what do we say? They can be into.
Chaos says, sounds like a good garden.
Or cause of combat. The blindness for this would really, really hamper that one person as well. because they don't know what the madness looks like. They've got to have it all described to them by the players, by the other
Exactly.
party members.
Exactly. And all they hear is just the maddened researchers going at it and nothing else.
Yeah. I kind of want to build the maddened researchers now as a stat, as like a MP, as like a monster.
Yeah.
Like, what would you give them? But we'll do that afterwards. We'll do room 3 and then we'll go on to that. So, room 3.
Make sure the blinded person has the best perception. Oh. That would be difficult. It would that would rely on chance. Whoever's in the lead.
Although they're checking for traps.
Yeah.
The chances are the person at the front's going to have the best perception.
Yeah, so I mean we're going statistically here. There's a really good chance, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you've got the wilted plants from the Underdark, you've got the Mazen researchers. Either they can play into the madness or they can cause a combat by ignoring it.
Or basically being like, snap out of it,
Yeah. How many researchers?
Well, we gotta decide first what level are we expecting? And how many?
So
how many players?
I think we do this for like a level 4 to 5.
Alright, so why don't we do... We are not doing 12 and a half researcher. Half of researcher is dead on the floor because the demon ate its legs.
Oh no, right. I was going to leave the lower torso. The demon ate everything else. The half of researcher is just 2 arms and 2 legs.
And like a bit of torso.
There's no head or... No, there's no head or torso.
Well, then that's a little less than half, isn't it?
Okay, fine.
Exactly
it's lower legs.
0.5. Alright. Just
okay,
a pair of legs running at you. Chaos also suggests the plants attack, but I think we got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I would say this. It needs to be more along the lines of this needs to be more along the lines of like the maddened researchers.
Oh, you know what would be great?
Yeah.
One of them's, or you got one of them off to the side in like a little table, like having like a cup with nothing in it, but pretending like they're drinking, and they're having a discussion with the lower torso of a dead researcher.
Adding.
Yeah.
Empty cup at the side. Talking with the
Single pair of legs run at the player and kicks their shins.
So, for my text for this one, one researcher drinking from an empty cup at the table, off to the side, talking with the lower torso of a decapitated researcher, long since passed.
Well, truncated. Decapitated would suggest it's only the head missing. Truncated would be at the waist.
Okay, truncated, yeah.
Yeah.
Truncated researcher, long since passed. Right. Room 4. Bonus. No. Mobius, no. Mo just said bonus points if the lower torso somehow talks back. Now, I agree and disagree with that. I think that's what leave that open as like the players, if they want to go along with the madness, they can go and talk back with the legs.
So Chaos just said, as the researcher talks, the legs just fall down out of the chair. What would be worse? There's a Quasit hiding behind the chair, and that's who the researcher is talking to. Or is that too much?
If we've got a quasit in there, we've got to have less researchers. I'm going to say we don't have the quasit.
No quasit, just Madden reason. Got it.
Yeah. Right, room 4.
Room 4, definitely
Now,
gonna be boss fight.
okay, this is the boss fight room. Right, what we got in here? I'm thinking like a swirling like black portal on the far side of the room.
No more pairs of legs. We already have one pair of leg, Carol. we can't keep recycling the pair of legs.
So I'm going with, this is my description of it. A swirling black portal accented by deep purple flames.
Like it. Love it.
So
Ooh.
think like
it's in a bone like arch. And like the entire room is like an offshoot. It's made of human.
is an bone arch from the swirling obsidian black portal accented by deep purple flames in a bone arch crafted from the skeletons of the former inhabitants.
Or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Just kind of, we need to set the mood.
A portal on the far side of the room, excavation machinery still partially inside the portal, humming away with energy. That's what Mose said.
Well, we should probably put some excavation machinery in all the previews.
So, are we going with the excavation stuff? Or are we going with research? I think research disaster makes more sense than excavation. If it was Underdark, if it was related to the Underdark, I would agree with excavation material. But because it's related to the Abyss, I think planar magic is more likely.
Yeah. So we can make these plans like. I'm currently attempting and failing to get a picture for my town character. Oh, yeah, that's why I just. But
where I put the Underdark plants? I'm going to change that to Abyssal.
Yeah, abyssal plants, but they're all like dead.
From the Abyss. Yeah, wilted plants from the Abyss. From the Abyss, Madden research is still tending the plants. Players can either play into the madness and stuff. Right. Okay.
You know what I'd do? I'd have the machinery be at like in like the main area of the castle and like some in the cellar, because then you have like the broken wall. It would explain that the researchers trying to set up the lab in the castle and then discovered this room.
Okay. Yeah. So
it's a bit of environmental storytelling. Well, you don't know what abyssal plants look like, so they could be perfectly healthy. Fine, we'll do ordinary plants. How does that sound?
No, because I would go along the lines of like, even an abyssal plant wouldn't be shriveled and dead. Like, it wouldn't be wilted. It would have like some sort of structure to it. I'm thinking this thing is like dried up and is like got like no signs of life in it.
We'll play around with it. So yeah, this boss. For now, let's just say maybe there's like 3 or 4 researchers that are still alive.
Is that in the previous room?
Yeah. Then we gotta choose what came through.
I'm. Do you know what makes me think about this portal? I'm thinking this thing is a portal that links directly into the throne room of one of the Abyssal Princes.
Which one is related to?
You may have to send me the spelling of it.
Huh?
You may have to send me a spelling of their name.
So I know Demogorgon is mad, like madness to a certain extent. Nope, that is not how it's spelled. Hang on, I'm just.
Yeah. Demons of Madness 5e.
The Demogorgon, referred to as the imprisoned one, and some followers of Hound, was a demon lord and less draining of energy, an embodiment of madness and destruction that sought to drag all down to the depths of
Adimarchus. Adimarchus, called the Demon Prince of Madness, was Demon Lord and the former ruler of the abyssal layer of Occipitus. He has 2 forms and could shift between them at will. The first one was reminiscent of his past self as a planter, a beautiful androgynous angel with pale skin, a pair of metallic golden wings and black eyes. While similar in stature, his second form had ash black skin, white eyes, and wings. So it's a 3.5 demon, but I think it works.
Chaos is madness to an extent. Chaos, I don't suffer from madness. I very much enjoy it.
Chaos was born in the madness. Everyone else was merely molded by it.
Exactly.
So I'm going to send you copy link address. If I send this in the Barbergate chat, does it post the link to the image? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are his 2 forms.
Okay.
Just as a thought for the one that I said. And that's Adimarchus is how I'm saying it. I might be saying it wrong.
Adam Marcus.
Yeah, I'm saying it right then.
As far as I know. I mean, because he would probably be a little too powerful for 4th or 5th. Maybe when they focus on the portal, they can see a vague vicious of Adamarcus, and have to risk madness.
So I'm trying to work on which throne room it looks into. So it looks into the throne room of Adamarcus's palace, but it's not actually, the boss fight isn't actually Adamarcus. It just looks into his palace.
Okay. And then probably one of the demons serving him.
And yeah.
And it's just basically the influence. Yeah, the classic bait and switch. So yeah, because they're a little too underpowered to take on a demon prince.
So we'll go with
Like, this would be something they could check after with, like, history, religion checks, or, like,
Yeah.
arcana religion.
Yeah. So I've gone with there's two demons that serve him, flanking the portal on either side. Because it makes more. Or either there's two demons serving him and flanking, or there's a demon who's just who's like sat cross-legged in front of it as like, or like stood like at sentinel, as like a sentinel guarding this entrance to Adam Marcus's palace.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's like a single sentinel. That makes the and maybe like if they don't engage the researchers, maybe he has like a couple hubs, like closets, whatever.
Yeah, a single. I would say he doesn't have them with him. They come through the portal.
Okay. Yeah, just so it's not like so overwhelming with initiative that he just dies in the first couple rounds. You know what I mean?
What is the demon stat block?
Well, we gotta pick the demon.
Yeah. So all monsters, what we've got? Because what would they be? That's the question. Fiend.
Well, yeah, they'd be fiend.
I'm gonna challenge rating no more than a CR5.
No more.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to narrow down the list a little bit. We could do. No, do you know what it is? Do you know what the backup things are?
What?
Abyssal chickens. We have the abyssal chicken.
Just hordes of abyssal chickens streaming through the portal until they kill this demon.
Yeah. So we've got the Barb Devil, which is a CR5.
That's devil.
That's a devil. We want demon.
Now let's see. We have shadow demon.
Yeah. More demon, more
Hello, cat.
and shadow demon. Those are your only two that you've got up to CR5.
Julius, the other one.
Oh, you have the other one.
The other one. Come here, Julius. Hello to the people.
So
Okay. He's.
what's the Barghest?
Yeah, says cat demon.
Cat demon? No, that's what's on your lap.
No, that's what's in my arms right now. All right, kitty, come
Oh,
on.
in your arms. Sorry. Blue's out.
That's an empty cup of water.
Okay.
Hello, I love you too. He's trying to lick my hands. Hi.
Advanced features.
Got my void cat here. Hi. What are you trying to do? Trying to do to me? Hi. Hi. Oh, we also got like a
Right.
Barlgura.
Yeah. So here we go. Right. There's a load that we can use now. Actually, after going and looking at it.
His name, Dr. Mobius. His name is Julius. The other one is Augustus.
You're naming them after this. You're naming them after salads.
Sure. That's exactly what I named him after.
Have you never heard of the Julius Caesar salad and Augustus Caesar salad?
Still trying to lick my hands. Hey.
So, right, let's organize these by CR.
The
Are we
Tanaruk.
wanting Tanaruk
Oh,
from
that's
Volo's
orc.
Guide to Monsters?
Orc demon. Oh, that's Baphomet. Trying to go
Bahamut.
madness.
Yeah.
Hey, guy, stop. Later. Just... He's really trying.
The Balgura is what Demon actually turned into in Thingme. In that one shot.
Yeah. He continued to be one for a little bit in RP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, we can just go with a Balgura, because I'm thinking, like, this demon is just kind of like not only a sentinel for the portal, but it's also the anchor.
Yeah.
Where...
So would you go with the... So there's two variants of it.
Hello. Okay. Play later. Continue.
So the summoning variant has a 30% chance of summoning another one of itself. Or another Balgura.
Might be a
So,
bit
and it's
much for
once
a
per
bunch of
day.
level 4s or 5s.
The reason I'm saying this is it can be used as like if they haven't done anything, like they've not hit any traps or anything, it can make it like really, really dangerous for them. And yeah, like I said, you can always increase the level.
You know what? We'll do that and just have it just summon the demon, so we just have two.
Well, yeah, like it's one Balgura and then one that summons. So
Yeah.
it's a lone sentry to start with, but single demon standing at that, and it's them.
Because it's literally standing next to an abyssal portal. So I would say the chance would just be 100.
Yeah. So I basically just put as its first combat action is to summon.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I think that there would be where the boss fight itself would take over. And I would leave it from that point as like leave it up to the DM what they do, because it's the player's very much choice after that point.
Yes, the Balgura's name is Dave. He's the final boss.
Yes, just because you want it to be chaos.
His name is Dave.
Also, so he wasn't going to make it to 3 hours, was we, Ian? We've been going for 2.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to, because I'm gonna need to start thinking about something.
So, what I'm going to do.
Also, quick thank you, Dr. So, Lone Fellow, I saw you bit.
Mm-hmm. So, get rid of the mishap because we actually agree on that. Room 1, room 2. Room
Yep.
3 and room
You're
4, right.
Dave in Abyssal is... Alright, you tell me how to pronounce that. Whoops. That's all I'm getting. It just sounds like I'm like having like an unexpected stutter while trying to drink something. That's what it sounds like.
Right. Bear with me.
Can barely wait.
I copy the code. Homebrew.naturalcrit.com.
Chaos is... I'm sorry if we're bearing you. I know that.
Right.
You can boo me in the chat, it's fine.
I'm chucking this through an AI. See if I can make it into a homebrewery PDF.
Yep. How we bear you, yes, I know. Barely handle me.
Right, how does this look? If I
know, this
paste
conversation
that.
has reached polar opposites, huh? Yeah, I know. I like getting punny with my chat star. We're having a whale of a time. What are we doing? Oh, you can't just change the pun train like that.
Right.
Barely acceptable.
Get the PDF.
Yep, we've gone off the rails.
Was you ever on the rails? Right, D&D.
I know, you've got me so blue with these whale puns.
There's a PDF that you can view with your stream.
Alright. One sec. Oh, now I gotta download it. Now I gotta wait for it to download. Oh, and it's downloaded. Yay!
All I did is ask it to just slightly enhance it with the notes that we made.
Oh, you did an AI thing? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I took all of our notes and just chucked them through an AI to get the format and also.
AI? No.
It's just because I couldn't be asked to write and expand on everything. I will send you the raw text as well.
Okay, you can send me the raw text. I refuse to use AI content. Ugh.
I mean, it was mostly formatting. All it's done is just give a little bit of detail and stuff. You're out of puns now? I'm glad I wasn't reading Ian's chat.
Yes, he is unable to pontificate.
Oh, God. And on that note...
Hang on, I'm trying to get this on the screen here. Oh, it got dark.
It got dark today. Do you know what that happens when it gets late?
Oh yeah.
Ah, your audio.
What do you mean my audio?
Never mind. There you go.
Yay. This is
Yeah,
such
we
a
have.
punishment. Ah. Ah. What did the AI do? Old wine barrels, some barrels contain not wine but liquid darkness. We didn't discuss that.
This is why I love AI, because it does some dumb shit.
This is not the dungeon we made.
No, I
Serious
know.
runes
This is
etched
hilarious.
onto the cracks. Not the walls, but the cracks.
I'm going to go get the original one, just with it getting. I asked it to format our notes.
Or Oryx ruined. Broken wall revealing a hidden passage. Alright, dark staircase leads into a void, faint whispers echoing close enough. Excavation machinery, ancient devices seemingly repurposed for dark rituals. A little much. Find up, wearing of magic, arcane energies at play. That's a little redundant. Overly complex mechanism, difficult to disarm, DC 14. Muffled laughter echoes from figures, knocking on the walls, as if something desires release. That is not the impression we were. What?
This is. Right, let me get the other one.
Okay, I'm just reading the rest of it. Alien flora with unholy resilience. What am I looking at? A macabre dialogue with a severed lower torso. Alive researchers, if you remain gripped by dark experiments. It doesn't even. A dyslexic's D&D plan. Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. Right. But yeah. I'm gonna say
I can't.
that
That.
the original isn't much better, but
Hang on. I'm redoing. Hang on. I also need to turn the light on. Right.
also, why the hell has it got Temple or Shrine as the title for Room 3? It definitely didn't have a title.
Yeah, that's
AI for me. But yeah,
again.
that's literally notes form of what I had.
And it's not letting me download it.
It's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, I'll read it out to you then.
All right.
Castle at the bottom of sinkhole within a gorge. Ultraman Research Station now controlled by a demon worshipping cult who have converted parts into a shrine. Room 1, the cellar. Cracked stone pillars. Wine rack. Spontaneously uncorked bottles. Old wine barrels. Broken wall. Dark staircase leading into nothingness. Excavation machinery present in the cellar. Room 2, staircase and corridor. In darkness. Darkness trap, end of stairs entry hall. It's a pressure plate, gears wind up, whirring of magic, overly complex mechanism, DC 14 check. Muffled laughter from down the corridor. Knocking in the walls. Room 3, temple or shrine. Glyph of warding on the door which casts blindness. Wilted plants from the abyss. Madden researchers still tending plants. Play into madness, cause combat by ignoring madness. One researcher drinking from an empty cup at the table off to the side, talking with the lower torso of a truncated researcher, long since passed. 3 to 4 researchers are still alive. Room 4, boss fight room. Swirling obsidian black portal, accented by deep purple flames and a bone arch crafted from the skeletons of the former inhabitants. Portal peers into the throne room of Adamarcus's palace. A single demon standing guard in front of the portal, a Bulgara summoning variant, and the first combat action is summoning.
Yeah, no, that's a lot better and makes a lot more sense than whatever that computer made.
Yeah. But yeah, I genuinely think are we going to do our to wrap up very quickly? Am I randomly generating a page from the DMG and just seeing what the hell is on it and talking about it?
Sure.
Or are we calling it there? Right. So from random num generator from 9 to 289, I have cut out all of the appendixes and the introduction pages, and we're just going to go and look at whatever's on the page. So,
yeah, it does make more sense
271.
than the AI. The computer was trying its best.
Page 271.
271. It was Adamarcus, the Demon of Madness, who's technically not in 5th edition.
So we are looking at combat options.
All right, 271.
Yep. So away combat.
71.
Chapter 9, Dungeon Master's Workshop. So what have we got on this page?
All right, hang on. Let me hang on.
So it's 271, so it officially starts on 270. But it's all like some modifications and optional rules, I think.
Yeah.
So you've got like initiative variant, side initiative, speed factor.
And I know I should do voice acting, Barney, but I want to have something that's just for fun.
And then you got like action options like climbing, disarm, mark, overrun, shove aside, and tumble, all that sort of stuff.
I mean,
have you ever used any of that?
I mean, I know I've used some things. This section provides new combat. They can be added as. Yeah, I know I've done climb onto a bigger creature before.
Yeah.
Chaos, if I wanted to be chronically employed, I wouldn't be an archaeologist. Acting isn't a. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think I know an entire industry that would want to disagree with you.
Chaos. Chaos is out for blood.
Yeah. Chaos is. Chaos is.
I feel acted. Oh, I know you mean attacked, Barney.
Attacked. But... it's just.
But yeah, like I've used the disarm rule like once or twice, but that was when I was playing as a player, never as a DM.
Yeah, so disarm, a creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon item from the house. The attack contested by the athletics checks. I haven't really used that a lot because I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that rule.
Yeah. So when it was used, it was because the DM was allowing like targeted attacks.
Yep.
So increase the DC or the AC of the person or their monster, but you deal like damage to certain parts of the body as well. So you could choose to attack just their wrist, or you could choose to try and punch them in the throat. The AC would go up to hit it.
Yeah.
But if you did, it would cause some other effect, like you would wind them or something, or stun them for some, like if you don't have without using like stunning strike. Climb onto a bigger creature. If one creature wants to jump onto another creature, it could do so by grappling. A small medium creature has a little chance of making a successful grapple against a huge or gargantuan creature. However, unless magic has granted the grappler supernatural might. Yeah, the climb to be a creature for me is like it. It's one of those like weird ones. It
Yeah,
works in like the sense of like you want to do something cool, then sure. But it's not one of those rules that I would actively run in my games where it's like you can do this all the time. It'll be
yeah,
one of those rules that's basically it's there that we can pull on for like rule of cool.
yeah. No, I mean, because I know I've done it a few times. Like, for example, if you have a flying enemy that's staying out of the range of melee people, and a melee person's like, "Hey, I want to jump and grab onto it and stay with it." I've done that before. DMing sessions. I'm asked to do that, and it's
Yeah,
all right. Give me an athletics check.
yeah. The mark option there. This option makes it easier for melee combatants to harry each other with opportunity attacks. When a creature makes a melee attack, it can also mark its target. Until the end of the attacker's next turn, any opportunity attacks it makes against the marked target has advantage. I think that's too close to Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you're basically stepping on other classes' toes there.
Like, if you don't have any rangers, then sure, run it as like if you're like a very heavy melee like party, but no
Yeah.
rangers, then sure, run it, but not really. And then like overrun, creature tries to move through a hostile creature space. The mover can try to force its way through by
Oh,
overrunning the hostile
oh,
creature.
whoa, 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 Urban. That's on page 272.
I'm sorry, I'm reading off D&D
No,
Beyond.
I mean, but we can
Fine.
too. Um,
Yeah, we'll finish the attack options and
yeah, yeah,
discussing them.
we'll just creature tries to move. Um, you hate D&D Beyond? Yeah, I find it rather annoying myself.
The only
I mean,
reason I like
it has
D&D
its
Beyond,
uses. It has its uses. Yeah,
so I like D&D Beyond because it's a digital version of all of my stuff. But I like it even more since I started using Foundry because there's an importer for D&D Beyond that's allowed me to pull everything that I own off D&D Beyond and make it in and put it in my Foundry world as like a compendium, different compendiums. So I can just drag and drop stuff onto my Foundry world without having to go to D&D Beyond and research stuff.
no, makes sense. It's honestly, yeah, I'm with Chaos. It's a lot of money just for what you get out of it.
Yeah. And like so yeah, overrun. The opportunity type doesn't to the end yeah, where was I? That's Mark. Overrun. Strength athletics check. Contested by the hostile creature's athletics check. The creature attempts to overrun has advantage on the check if it's larger than the hostile creature, or disadvantage if it's smaller. If the mover wins the contest, it can move through the hostile creature's space on its turn. That I can see being used
Yeah,
as like
everyone, no, we do not support piracy.
no.
Um, but yeah,
Like I can see it being used as like a thing for like getting through someone's square and stuff, but it's one of those like weirder again, one of those like optional rules that's a bit weird in the sense of um a lot of the time players automatically just try and go round, and I would only use it if they've got a run up.
yeah,
Like you've got to move a certain amount of space before you go even try and overrun someone. Because to shove your way through someone's space, right?
yeah,
It, from a standstill is really hard. They're going to be able to resist you because they'll have their footing set.
yeah. Because I mean, if
Whereas if you're
they're because ordinarily if they're large or smaller, I just let them do it ordinarily. Like for example, if you have a gnome and he wants to like run through the legs of a human, I just let him. But
Yeah, makes sense.
if or if it's a human looking to step over a gnome. But
Mm.
otherwise, like if it's a human trying to get around, like a human or a dwarf or an elf, I would probably have them roll athletics.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
This is hostile creature. Never mind. Yeah, no, hostile
yeah,
creature. I agree with it. Sorry, I misread. Yeah, no, hostile creatures specifically, I would have them do that. I do like specifically for hostile creatures. But for allies, as
chaos,
long
you
as
need to
they're not.
vibrate as well.
Well, if you run fast enough, you can run straight through it. I think
No,
that's
no,
all.
no. You need to also be vibrating.
I do not know what he said in your chat, but anyway. Honestly, yeah. Running
I'm
straight
reading
through it
yours.
would be more. Yes. Running straight through it would be more shove aside. With this option, a creature special shove attack from the player's handbook target to the side rather than the way. The attacker has disadvantage on athletics checks when it does so. Yes, I know. Same chat. If that is
Mm.
successful, the attacker moves the target 5 feet. Yeah, I honestly like.
Shove aside, I think it gives the shove option more versatility.
Yeah.
Like being able to just like
Well,
have
see
a
you
look
later,
at.
Chaos. Thank you for stepping in.
Yeah, we're not going for much longer. I think we're just finishing up like shove aside and tumble, and then we're calling it as well. I think.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be called.
But yeah, like shove aside just gives the shove action a bit more versatility to like, because currently shove you only shove them forwards, whereas if you can shove aside as well, like it's
Yeah.
basically you can move them 5 foot in any direction, or 5 foot left, 5 foot right, or 5 foot away.
Which, if you're strong enough, I mean, you should be able to do. I mean, that's how a lot of sports, like for example, American football, or like bad guys,
Rugby,
or like rugby, or like different types of wrestling. That's generally how that
hockey,
works. Hockey, cross, there are a lot of them.
yeah,
But
and then tumble. Like,
tumble.
a creature can try to tumble through a hostile creature's space, ducking and weaving past the opponent. As an action or a bonus action, the tumbler makes a dexterity acrobatics check, contested by the hostile creature's dexterity acrobatics check. If the tumbler wins the contest, it can move through the hostile creature's space on its turn. It's. I would tie it with overrun and basically do it where tumble can only be used if you don't move, and overrun has to have some movement first. But again, it's such a rare occurrence that I doubt it would
Yeah,
ever be used.
I honestly would treat it in like the same vein. Like honestly, I would treat like if you tell me I'd like to like somersault through the guy's legs versus I'm going under the guy's leg.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's all based on like how people are trying to do the action.
Yeah. So I treat
But
it as the same thing with just
anyway,
roleplay flavor and different skills.
yeah, because yeah, that's literally what it is. It's the same thing, but either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm with you there. So I think yeah, honestly, this was a really good productive stream.
Yeah, for being a throw together.
For being a throw together. I know, I gotta get like an
Yes.
actual overlay for this thing. That's like the next thing on my list. You know?
What do you mean? I don't have a proper overlay. I just made it on the fly.
I just have a black screen with a bunch of boxes.
That's fair. I mean, I will help you build an overlay like mine, because then you can have like whatever you're looking at on your desktop showing as well.
Also, I'm gonna see about contacting my channel artist, seeing if she has some ideas. But I will need
Yes.
something in the meantime, because she does need time to do the art. Because she is a busy person.
Yes.
I do not want to overwhelm
That is fair.
her.
But anyway.
She's a good friend of mine. I don't want to. But
yeah.
still.
For people in my chat, where can they find you, Ian?
They can find me here on Twitch at Archaeist, except with a lowercase a. You can go on to TikTok, where my username is also Archaeist. You can also find me by my name, Ian Reed. You'll see that in my channel as well. I have links to that. I'm going to be setting up a YouTube. 1 second.
While Ian's doing that,
sorry, people are trying to talk to me. People are trying to talk to me, and I'm not muted. Thank you. I'm ending the stream in like 2 seconds. All right.
gotta
Perks
love
of living
people
at
coming
home,
and talking
everyone.
to you in the end of the stream.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not a streamer without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were trying to do something nice. But anyway,
you're setting up a YouTube.
I'm setting up a YouTube for my Twitch VODs and maybe some stuff on TikTok. I don't know. Depends on how much time I have.
Yeah.
But all the links you can find through my Twitch.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then for people in Ian's chat, if you want to find me, I am at Urban Hangman TTV on TikTok. I am at Urban Hangman Urban Hangman on, I believe, both YouTube and on Twitch. YouTube is the questionable one. Again, like Ian, you can find all my links in my bio on Twitch. I also have a Discord server where people can come and chat. All things Dungeons and Dragons. You will see me playing D&D again. My next D&D session is on Tuesday at 8 p.m. UK, which is 3 p.m. Eastern. We are continuing one of my campaigns where they're currently is that the one? They're currently in the middle of a vampire combat.
Very gripping.
And they're basically trying to figure out what's going on. It will be session 2 as well, so it's right at the very start. I also stream other games such as War Thunder and Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3, D&D on PC. War Thunder is a simulation game for like tanks and planes and stuff. And yeah, I would like to thank my lovely co-host for agreeing to do the collab, even though we are one person down.
Got one person down, otherwise this. But we both love, and I do mean love, Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPG.
Indeed. And yeah, eventually you'll catch me over on Ian's channel doing Afterfall.
Yeah, Afterfall, that's still in the works. But we're putting the buzz in your ear now to drum up some excitement. Afterfall is going to be a post-apocalyptic Earth setting set in the far future when things are starting to pick back up again. And you have it's like fantasy, like steampunk, Tesla punk, as a lot of homebrew going into it. Basically the setting being an Earth, I want it to be where it's like you can imagine yourself from anywhere as anything doing whatever you want.
And as your cat is present saying goodbye, I'm going to mute myself on Discord and switch over to my enemy scene and go find someone to raid. So thank you, Ian. I will talk to you in a short while.
Thank you, Urban. Same.
Right. Adios.
See ya. Bye. He says bye too.
I heard.
Right. Let's see if there's anyone good to raid. Oh no, I closed out Twitch. What did I do that for? Oh, you know what? Let's go raid Indecisive DM. Aaron. Alright, Cat, I need my hand back. Alright, where? Slash raid Decisive DM Aaron.
Ian.
I'm raiding Indecisive. He's still on.
Oh, he's still on.
He's still on.
Oh, in that case, is he still on?
I think he's still on. Hang on, I'm gonna. It'll tell me in a second when I hit raid.
No, he's not on.
He's not on. It's telling me he's on. It's lying. Oh, I'm looking at it right now. He is online.
What? What's his
Indecisive DM _ Aaron. Hang on, I'm gonna raid into him. You can see on mine.
Damn. Indecisive DM _ Aaron. Never mind, he is indeed still on. Why am I not following him? Oh no, I am following.
All right. I'm gonna end the stream here and get the raid going because everyone's ready to go. Thanks for viewing tonight, guys. This was amazing, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to follow both of us.
Indeed.
Right.
And also, when we get over to Aaron's place, make sure to bring the hype, okay?
Bring the hype.
Aaron is very, very new to streaming, and we just want to give him all the love.
All right.
So,
see you over there, guys.
Please give him all the love. I'll catch you over there. Adios.
Bye-bye. Adieu. Working on hitting the button.